Okay, so as you guys know, I took back my Note 7, so I've been using an iPhone 7 Plus and a Galaxy S7 Edge, going back and forth between Android and iOS. And I have to say, consistently go back to Android just because it's a lot more intuitive and it just syncs so well with all the other Google tools that I use. So I prefer using this over the iPhone 7 Plus. One thing with this phone is I want to keep it as thin as possible. So I've been ordering a lot of thin cases. So we're going to start with this. This is the official Samsung case. So if you look right there, it is branded. So it says designed by Samsung. So let's just put this on. It's a pretty good case, pretty thin. You get to see the back of the phone, which is nice. Not really too into this like chrome accent on the side, but it is nice that it covers the edges. So it does give you some drop protection. It's not going to give you a ton, but it does give you some. And also, if you look right here, the cutout on this bottom part and the top means it feels a little slimmer. It's a little less bulky, so that is a nice part about this official Samsung case. The next case that I have is this one from NILLKIN. It's called their Nature case. It's a TPU case, and if you look at the descriptor on it right there, it says it's less than 1 millimeter. So this is your standard plastic case, or actually soft case. So if you look, it's completely bendable. Comes with little plugs and this little flap for the charging port, the headphones. You have a little bit of branding right there on the edge of the back, just right here. It's a little hard to make out, but it does say NILLKIN on it. Buttons are all covered. Just a pretty slim case. Super easy to pop in. And you can see that it does a good job of covering the phone. If you look at the sides, covers everything. Again, the ports are covered, which is nice. It's going to give you some protection if you drop it, but not a ton. One thing to note about this case is right here, there's a slight dip, but not all the way down to the bezel. So that does add a little bit to the case. But again, almost like it's, I guess, almost like there's nothing there. Pretty nice and slim. So another nice part about it is it does give you some grip. So if you look, you're not going to drop it, or it's going to be harder to drop just because of that little grip right there. So this is the NILLKIN Nature case. The next case that I have is just a very generic plastic thin case. This one's from a company called Insten. This was, I think, like $7 on Amazon. This one's different because it's hard plastic. So it's like a shell case. And then you just clip it in. So again, shell case. The cutout right here matches the bezel, so it cuts right into it, which gives it that nice slim profile. But you'll notice that the buttons are not covered. The top is open, bottom's open, this button's open. So it's really similar to the official Samsung case, but without this like chrome accent to it, which is kind of nice. So this is a nice slim case. That's a hard plastic if you like hard plastic over like a soft rubber. Alright, and the last case I have is this super thin case. You'll notice that it's almost a matte plastic. Cutouts are there. There's little slits on the bottom, none on the top, because this is a super tight fitting case. And if you look at the edges right there, look how it it's cut in, or how the case is cut. So to pop it in, instead of starting from the bottom, because that's where the slits are, you actually need to start from the top. So tuck it in, and then you're just gonna pop it right in. So cutouts for everything, and again, it just lines up on the sides with the bezel. Out of all the cases, this is the thinnest case. It's also going to give you the least amount of protection. It gives kind of a matte. It gives like a matte hazy look on the S7 Edge, so that's nice. But it's not as grippy, so it is slippery. But again, by far the thinnest case if you want to go for as thin as possible. So again, all these cases, you're not going to get great protection from them, but I, like I said, wanted a case that was as slim as possible. So the official Samsung, the NILLKIN Nature, this generic hard plastic case, all of these were from Amazon, so I'll put the links in the description below. But if you're looking for a thin case, then this is the one to go with.